Hey guys, Wes here. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday today, or whatever day it is where you are. I wanted to do a little video tonight. Um, a lot of you watched that video I did probably several months ago about top 5 creepiest films in my collection. Got a lot of responses to that. Awesome. But tonight I wanted to do one that's actually the top 5 most disturbing films. Now, and I don't know if I really picked out these top 5, as a, die-hard set of choices here. But I picked out 5 fairly quickly that I think have a lot of disturbing elements, and these are going to be films that are more mainstream. Now, I know you guys have seen like Mr. Parka and 81 Oak Ridge and those kind of guys that watch these really just brutal, like Mortem and Cannibal Holocaust and Necromantic and stuff like that. Those are truly disturbing. These are going to be more, like I said, mainstream films that have a lot of disturbing elements and just are kind of hard to get out of your mind when once you turn it off. I mean, you'll lay there and think about it, whether it be when you go to bed or just kind of hard to get over. Sometimes for a couple days even, maybe. I mean, I've had a few that have kind of affected me like that, but I picked out 5 over here, and I guess these are in somewhat of an order, but I just want to go through and show these, and there may be some more that I overlooked, but as of now, I just want to go through these, talk about them just a little bit, and I hope you guys will post a response to this, because I'd like to see what you consider, your most disturbing films in your collection. Not necessarily creepy, but disturbing. So here we go. Number 5, believe it or not, I chose The Green Mile, and this is a Frank Darabont film, the guy that directed The Shawshank Redemption. This film just has some very disturbing images and elements in it. It deals with electrocution. It has the characters. The wild Billy guy, or like whatever his name is, the crazy guy that is played by Sam Rockwell. Just that character in itself is just, when he's on the screen, it just really disturbing. I mean, and then also the Percy character, who just plays this non-compassionate jerk that just doesn't care, and this is a bit of a spoiler, folks, if you haven't seen this, but when they do the electrocution and they normally place the wet sponge atop the head to conduct electricity, and this guy Percy thinks it's going to be funny to have the sponge actually be dry, so he fakes it and acts like he wets it, but it's actually dry, and it actually catches the guy's head on fire. That's a super disturbing scene in itself. So this is a great film, very touching, but also has some really disturbing elements, in my opinion. So this has to be a definite pick for number 5 here. Number 4, I'm going to go with one that they say is actually based on a true story, and it is Open Water. If you guys are weirded out by the ocean or sharks or Jaws or anything like that, this will definitely disturb you. I mean, the idea of this in itself is so disturbing. I mean, this is basically, it says based on true events. I don't know, the accuracy of it, but it's a newlywed couple that goes scuba diving, and they all jump off the boat, and they kind of get out a little too far from the boat, and due to a miscount, they're not picked back up, so the boat leaves without them. And when they surface from scuba diving and doing their thing, there's nobody around, and here they are out in the middle of this massive ocean. They have no way of getting in touch with anyone. They're basically stranded, and the boat, the driver of the boat and everybody thinks that they have everyone, so they don't even know, and they're stuck out in the middle of the ocean at night in the dark, and there's like sharks like nipping at their feet, and there's storms, and it's just, I can't imagine a more scary scenario. So folks, check this out, Open Water, if you want a real suspense. It's kind of low budget, but very disturbing. Okay, and next I'm going to go, number 3, is a Joel Schumacher film, 8mm. I was talking to Movie Music 007 the other day about this one. It's an excellent film, and it's just so well done, but the subject matter is super disturbing, folks. It deals with snuff films, basically when a rich sort of business tycoon dies, his wife and everyone, they find an 8mm tape in a vault that he has stashed in his office, and it shows, it's just crude 8mm film that shows a young girl getting murdered basically, and they want to know if it's real, so they hire Nicolas Cage to come in and investigate, and it leads him to this seedy underground world of dark porn. He deals with some very disturbing characters. There's just, the subject matter is super disturbing. The whole film has such a dark, ominous tone. It's an amazing film, but this one will definitely stick with you after you watch it. I don't want to give too much of this away, but it will definitely stick in your head, and you will not forget this one. So you guys check out 8mm, and that's my number 3 pick. Number 2 is a classic here, and guess what, folks? It's The Exorcist. Yes, it is. William Friedkin, based on William Peter Blatty story. This movie really disturbed me the first time I saw it. It's just so brutal and realistic, and just the subject matter. I mean, we all know the subject matter, but some of these scenes, like with the crucifix, you guys know what I'm talking about. Just a lot of the language, the stuff that the little girl says when she's possessed, just the whole feeling of it, just super disturbing. And this one really stuck with me after the credits rolled. I think I've thought about this one for probably a day or more. It just was, very disturbing. And you guys may have a different reaction, but if you can watch this and not get a little disturbed, I kind of wonder about you. But there we go, folks. The Exorcist. And finally, and I hope this video is not running over time, but number 1, I'm gonna have to go with Audition. It's a Takashi Miike film. It is a Japanese horror, Asian horror. The back describes it like a swan dive into a pool of spikes and razor wire. That's pretty darn, right on there. Very disturbing. This guy is basically a middle-aged widower, and he's kind of lonely, so he holds this phony audition to meet women. He meets this girl who is very sweet, very nice, but she has this dark past, and you wouldn't believe some of the stuff that you find out about her. And the ending scene is enough to make this film super disturbing. There's lots of disturbing scenes, but this movie is probably even extra disturbing because it starts out as such this nice, calm, love story, kind of gentle love story, and then turns into this absolute horrendous thing where you're just cringing the whole last 30 minutes of the film or whatever. If you guys have not seen Audition, check this out. Super disturbing. And there you go. Hopefully I've not gone over time here. Those are my 5 picks as of now. There may be some more, but I'd love to see a video response from you. If you guys like to do one, just scan your collection, find some films you find super disturbing that's really stick in your mind, and do a video response, and I'll accept it. So thanks, folks, for tuning in. I hope this has been kind of fun, and you guys have a great night, and peace out, folks.